Hey, what's up, nerds? So apparently they just started this shit where they be fishing and shit. That's cool. How's it hanging, guys? So, by the way, today is going to be the last day in a row of me streaming. I went to bed last night, and I stumbled into bed, and I was like, oh, hold on. There you go. Everyone's like, show dog. No, dog, no. Dog. Hold on, let's get big dog. No, doggy. No. So you might notice that Caboose looks very awake. Okay. But also he's like looking over here. That's because there's pizza. No, Caboose. No. Caboose is on a tirade. He's acting like we never feed him. He's trying to steal food from the baby. He's jumping on the baby's table somehow with his busted little legs and eating the baby's strawberries. He's fucking trying to go through the trash, trying to get garbage spaghetti. He just wants it more, you know? IGN had most of the English cast of E33 on stage in their baguette costumes, with Monoko's VO in his swimsuit costume. Yeah, but also, Esquier was there. And he looks just like Gustav. You know, I would really love it if Outer Worlds 2 fixed the problems. This is great. I'm doing great today. You mind if I eat a pizza? I'm gonna do it. Caboose, do you mind? Pizza looks good. Yeah, somebody yesterday was like, Pat, you've eaten pizza like 3 or 4 times this week. It's like, not true. We only ordered 2 pizzas. I just eat my leftover pizzas. No, it's not. That's not eating pizza more than twice. No. No. That's eating pizza once over the course of a couple of days. Come on. Come on, fuckheads. Come on. Obviously. Shut up. I can't believe how Yuri Lowenthal massively fucked up the unveil of Persona 4 Rewind. Like, that's just fucking hilarious. Rerun and rewind? Rerun is kind of condescending. So I'm gonna go with rewind. Dude, this is Fallout 76? I thought this was Outer Worlds. I guess it makes more sense as Fallout. wacky dog over here. Oh, man. Yeah, so anyway, I stumbled to bed last night, and I was like, Paige, I think I'm going to take it easy. And she's like, you should take it easy. I'm like, yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple days off this week and just fuck around with my Switch, too. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm really tired. Fucking thrilled for the discussion on Naoto Kanji inexplicably leads to Three Houses discourse. Why is Three Houses discourse so intense? What if they announced Fallout New Vegas remastered like Oblivion remastered? What if they did that? Good, what the? It'll be interested second screening this while getting hazmat certified? Bro. What do you have to do to get hazmat certified? $40-hour training course? That's awesome, dude. Is most of that training course like, don't touch that? You see that shit? Don't touch it. Don't touch that shit. Yeah, basically. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, did you get called into hazardous materials? Don't touch anything. Don't touch it. Don't be in the same room as the thing that kills you. Hey, do we have any working men in here? It might be the wrong time of day for that, but we got any contractors or working mans? Factory guys? I have a question about certification. What the fuck is up with forklift certification? Why is being forklift certified such a big dick deal? It's a joke? No. Every now and then I'm on TikTok and I get onto tradie TikTok. And I'm totally fascinated by looking into tradie TikTok and like not understanding a fucking thing. Like I'm watching TikToks from concrete guys who are just running entire skits about how much they hate electricians. And I'm like, what the fuck? What? Right, like just it's a whole thing. And I'm like, why? Why do you hate Sparkies? Cynthian Dracon says, as somebody who was a Sparky, it's totally warranted. Well, yeah. They get paid so much for solo work while I'm dying in the summer sun, says Toast Cheap. It isn't like... And electricians fuck up all the carpentry and trim and tile. But the house has to have power, right? Like, I also discovered that the job of the project manager on your work site is to sit inside his air-conditioned Ford F-150, roll down his window, and complain that you're doing something wrong. Electricians work and leave the work site like 40k orcs. They're hazards to themselves and everyone around them. Electricians jerk off in the crawl spaces where the other workers have to go. Electricians ruin the work and never clean up after themselves. I fucking love this, dude. I fucking love this. Hey, how come when I watch Trady TikTok, everybody, oh, hey, man. He's trying to get the pizza from inside my mouth. Everybody hates the OSHA guy. Because, see, here's the thing. The OSHA guy is there to keep you safe. But everyone treats, every skit I see on Trade TikTok treats the OSHA guy like he's a fucking internal affairs narc cop. Well, he's trying to keep you safe. Yeah, OSHA regulations are written in blood. Every OSHA regulation is someone died doing this. Blue Dude says it's stupid to get charged 10k in fines if you lean a pallet against the wall. Then don't do it. Dude, I don't think my father did anything OSHA compliant in his life. My dad was a general contractor for some of his life, and I watched him teach me like work safety and then immediately go and completely ignore the thing he taught me 10 seconds ago and hurt himself like 10 times. Like, genuinely unbelievable. Like, one day we were working with a table saw, and my dad and we're cutting pieces of wood for a deck, and he's like, okay, so that last like inch when you line it up, get a different piece of wood, you know, like this big, and use that to push it so that you don't get your fingers near the blade, right? Because then you can cut your fingers, right? Literally, the single next piece of wood he pushed forward with his finger, almost cut his finger off. Like, and didn't go to the hospital. So his finger had this fucked up gash in it that was way too deep. And it's just like, bro. He taught me as a child, if you ever work on anything with electricity, turn all the breakers off just to be sure. and unplug what you're working with. And I have seen him electrocute himself digging around in the guts of plugged in large scale appliances. That takes too much time. So I look back on my dad. This is gonna get a little emotional. I'm gonna really, hey, get ready. This is probably a higher level of emotion than you were expecting. So I look back on my dad, and I love my dad. And I'm one of 3 kids. I'm the baby, right? And my dad worked 5 or 6 days a week for nearly my entire life. And he had to leave at 4 or 5 in the morning, and he would get home at like 6, and he'd be really tired. And I would really only get to hang out with him like Sunday mornings, afternoons, if he wasn't too tired and he fell asleep. And yesterday, before the Lies of P stream, me and Paige just like hung out in the bedroom. And because the baby wouldn't go down for his fucking nap, he was like, I don't want to go nap, basically. And we just hung out there for like 2 hours pretending to be asleep while the baby crawled all over us and shit. And like slowly started to get super tired. And then eventually passed out. It took him like an hour. It took him like an hour and 40 minutes to fall asleep. And I got really, 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 really depressed because I do this. This is what I do. Hello. And I'm incredibly blessed by this, all of this, and all of you guys. And I was just like, my dad didn't get to do that. Like, that was just a really chill afternoon that I had the time to waste hanging out with my little baby man. And, like, my dad never got to do that. Ugh. Ugh. Dude, you're ugly as hell. I want you to know that. You ugly as shit. Ugh. Reminds me that my dad was also a plumber. But he didn't want to do plumbing. And he never really explained it to me. Right? But now I understand. Because he told me, hey, Pat, if you ever want to have a backup job and be set for life, become a plumber. Because you will never, ever run out of work. And I was like, And then I became an adult, and I met plumbers. And plumbers work every single day of their life. like every single day, every year, ever. They were. It's crazy. It is crazy how much work plumbers have. And the craziest thing is that you put up your hours, your normal hours, and then you pray for people to call you on every single hour you have unlisted and every day you have that you're off. Because then you get to charge them fuck you plumber money, which is crazy money. It's like double, triple, whatever the fuck you want. Because, like, plumbing is such a fascinating fucking thing because, like, listen, I will pay anything to a plumber to come out here and fix the problem that I have because this problem has to fucking go away. If I have to call an emergency plumber, the plumbing situation that I have must stop. Caboose, you just keep crawling back up into my lap like you're some kind of baby man. Are you a little baby? Are you a little baby man? He is. He wants the pizza crust, so I have to move them. I have to move the pizza crust. Okay. I'll be back. That dog is wiggling and a waggling down there, bro. Okay. Look at this guy. Look at that. You happy? Yeah, you a happy guy? Anyway, I have the deepest. What just changed? I have the deepest respect for the working man and the working woman, building houses and fixing pipes and shit. Vital. They're also better than people in white collar jobs. They'd like, this is technically white collar, and I kind of suck by comparison. One of the baby's friends, his dad's a plumber, and that dude's awesome. And let's thank someone. I'm gonna thank all you guys. If content creation tanked in year one, did you ever consider a backup plan? Dude, I didn't have any plan. I was just freeballing it. Hero Toxico kicked in a sub. Thank you. So did Palaroon and Kark Maldwell. Thank you. Rashi's kicked in a sub to say Persona 4 Rewind. Woo-hoo. Vobent sub to say Yippee Wahoo. Thank you. This stream is a full minute behind the YouTube one. This is YouTube. Oh no, don't look at that. Shh. Goose Attack Almanac kicked in a sub. Thank you. This is money. Thank you. Bugaboo Boo Chan kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. Happy consecutive sub baby birth. Also, did you see that somebody already hacked the Switch 2 on day one? Don't call your hardware unhackable. It's like the Streisand effect, but hardware. I think that... I think... Wait, what's up? Why did I get a text message? It's for my mom and dad. They're hanging out at the park. You think they'll tone down the bad gay jokes? I think that if they want to keep all the Yosuke homophobia stuff in it, they need to let you impregnate his ass. I think that's actually a genuine, like, that would fix it. Because everybody gets to be happy. Right? I think, like, because he's like, oh, this kid's like a homophobic idiot. What's up with that? It's like, oh. Homophobe this. And it's your penis. Why the fuck did it do it like that? That's weird. Baljet subs has just showed up. What the fuck is this? I don't know. Winter Titan sub. Thanks, Winter Titan. So did Glitcher and Lieutenant Surge. Thanks, guys. Iron Vapor Studios kicked in a sub to 69 months. Nice. Thank you. And Crises sub. Watched an hour-long video on The Last of Us Part 2, and as somebody who did really enjoy it, it's crazy that like 3 or 4 reasons most didn't like it are the same that came out from the game's leaks. I don't know. This looks like soft and curious music. Wait, I know Arcadia.
I think I care that the colony is in disarray. We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and earning.
Listen, guys. This is a bit on the nose, isn't it?
Every last bit of my way. Every last bit that I'm.
You guys, you get it, it's like Fallout. Outer Worlds was a very interesting game that had some very serious flaws. Very, very serious flaws. Like how every part of the game was worse than the one before it.
The cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be mine. Someday, perhaps I'll own two. For now, I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm
Also, I have to be very honest with you. When they show off these trailers for these types of games, I'm like, I don't give a shit how it shoots, bro. I want to fucking talk to people, bro. What the, come on.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
I got the PC thing, but okay, maybe.
World premiere.
Wow, there's no man here. It's just Xbox.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzapro.
Oh, God. Oh, this completely fake trailer is really exciting me. Why is Pat so negative? Does he even like video games? Oh, sorry, this isn't some anime gooner bait, so there won't be a thread complaining about it. My mistake.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
I like how Reddit assumes you really won't see those threads. It's really funny. Yeah, that's cool, dude. That's cool.
World premiere.
Hey, Quillfrost sub. Thanks, man. Time again for my Huffacopium. Surely Silksong will get a real reveal this time, right? Oh, loud gasping. I love these subtitles, bro. I love them. Is this that Plague Tale game they accidentally announced? They super accidentally announced this shit. Oh, that's a smart place to go if you're hiding from rats, because they won't be able to cross the water. I gotta tell you, building an entire video game franchise about like an incredibly simple concept, which is, what if there was a big old pile of rats that tried to get you? Right? Like, oh, that's scary. What if there was rats? What the fuck? Oh my god. This is the worst time you could have ever done this. There's never been a worse time for you to do this. Like, I am genuinely astonished at how this is the worst time to do this. Oh my god! No! You can't! What? No, you're not allowed to do that! That's not okay! Oh, why? That was new footage! Oh, we're getting punked out! Oh, this is so genius, because this may, oh my god, this ensures that everyone will talk about this thing, because all the new Silksong footage is on the, oh, that's so smart. That's so smart. That is the smartest thing I've ever seen. Oh, it's just an Xbox ROG. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay. That's smart.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility.
No.
We championed crossplay and cross progression.
That's
we
true.
delivered Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming.
Didn't you
So
also
what's
just do a
next?
bunch of
How can we
crimes?
give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device.
Tell me I can play my Steam games on an Xbox.
The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of
Tell
Windows.
me I can use my Steam account on an
this
Xbox.
Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally. We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC,
I
or
have to
smart
listen
TV,
to you
or
now.
any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere.
So
And
do I
because
get
it's
to play
Xbox,
Steam games
you
on my
can always have access
Xbox?
to Game Pass with a diverse lineup
That
of
is
games
the question
from
I
the biggest
have.
franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have.
That's
Any
you need to
game,
say that.
anywhere, and we are giving it our all
They said
every
Steam.
day
No,
to
I mean
make
not
this
on the
vision
ROG
real.
Ally. I mean my
But it all comes back
Xbox.
to the games.
Not my
From
fucking
Dead to
handheld
Rights on
thing.
the original
that
Xbox
fucking,
to
can
Armored Core
Xbox
6,
play Steam
our
game?
relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolves Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore.
Is
Thank
Skong
you,
an
and
Xbox?
enjoy the rest of the show.
I gotta say though, like, I understand now that they're like, hey, do you want a much better Steam Deck that also plays Steam game?
Monsters have always been here.
Your stream's 2 minutes behind. Okay, there's nothing a whole lot I can do with it other than yell at you if you spoil things.
And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives. But we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
Oh, this is that Witcher vampire game, isn't it?
Their worst nightmare. A Dawnwalker. Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even
Bro, I
score.
hate being trapped between multiple
Fighting to
worlds.
understand
I hate it.
the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
I can't believe they showed Skong. I'm fucking astonished that Skong happened. My fucking asshole's blown out. What a smart way to announce their Xbox console. By the way, they're not gonna make another console. They're gonna do the Asus ROG Ally. That's smart.
World premiere.
That's smart that they would do that. Because no one's gonna buy a fucking $1,200 fucking console, bro. That being said, the Switch 2 just came out, and it's what the fuck am I looking at? Is that a fucking Okay, Bro. I fucking love Super Meat Boy. I think Super Meat Boy is great. I think Super Meat Boy is pretty swell. Yeah, see, Paige wasn't at these shows this week, so the cool things would show up. You can all thank Paige for Skong.
Boy 3D.
You have to thank Paige for Skong. And Wooly for Tokon? Yeah, thanks, Wooly, for Tokon.
Watch your back, Yakumo. You're a wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself.
I feel like this is the last good game that Platinum is literally ever going to make. I'm so serious about that.
Dragon 3 has its consequences.
So sick of that Dark Dragon.
Sayori.
Ryu, there's something I need your help with.
Yeah, this looks fantastic. This looks great. That's a cool ass evil shark. Is that a jet powered unicorn? Cool.
Dragon is mine.
Oh, that's soon. The Xbox show is so weird because everything they put out now is on everything. So it's not an Xbox show, it's just another Summer Games Fest.
Here we go.
And then you can just not buy them on Xbox products.
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find the secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
Okay. And this dog is really comfortable. Let's see if I can get you a shot of how comfy he is. Look at him. He's so happy. I'm so happy for him.
World premiere.
I love this guy.
はるか昔この国に輪廻の獣が現れた
Is that a fucking robot?
輪廻の獣は汚れを吐きあらゆる生物を蝕んだ
This looks like that goddamn Wild Hearts shit. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that's Game Freak, all right. Look at that, 2 frames a second. Hell yeah. Oh, that's 2,000 years from now. That's crazy. Oh my god, dude. Hey, I say this on almost every single game show I watch, but I really need to say it again. Your trailer should not be falling to pieces in its own cutscenes during its reveal. Do whatever you need to do to clean it up. I'm so serious about that. It's a terrible first impression.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine. Because they sweep their filth down to us.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud.
Oh. Did we see this?
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one.
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been...
Yeah, we got a lot of puppets going on. Have you noticed?
Lord Griswick. Yes, I got
I like
that
these
part.
puppets.
Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit. They were, trust your instincts, sir. Tall, yes, sir. Built rather slim.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Was very quick.
This is a very cute.
Go on.
Okay, I like this.
No, larger.
That is a very. That is. I like it. That's a good way to do that.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol.
This is such a better
Sounds like
trailer
I'll get
than
a
the
better
Outer
deal.
You talk to me
Worlds
first,
trailer.
and him never.
This is showing the types of
Angle's a
things
bit
that I
touchy.
actually really
Any
care
Errol?
about in this type of setting.
I'll show you. There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges.
I'm a big fan of like more and more settings that are like, oh no, if we left British people alone, they would create a horrible society.
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing bed of pieces!
You'd either got a gang at your back or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Green Venus, I know they already did. That's the joke. You don't have to. You don't have to yes and every unspoken line, bro. Come on.
Thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten.
You can let it sit there.
Broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well armed.
Yeah, this looks great. This looks great.
Let's go and end a few
The design
arguments.
is incredibly consistent, which is not something I would usually talk about. But like every single object and person
Don't
and
get
puppet
cocky.
and
They've got a
weapon
weapon
and gun
far
and
worse.
environmental thing is like totally cohesive.
And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened.
Time powers are pretty good, guys.
We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past.
They're gonna have. Oh, this is a really smart way to let you play around with permutations of choices.
The hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
This looks great. Clockwork Revolution. That looks great. Booker,
Now
what if
let
we
me
went to a
alone and
different
piss
parallel
off.
universe in which black people couldn't vote? That's genius, Elizabeth. Why didn't you say so?
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences.
Do you think he had to take a
vast
class on how to
online
stand
worlds,
like a human
our
being?
teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller.
They don't?
As you've seen in recent
That's
years,
worrying.
more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV.
Oh, are they
and
going to show a
film,
Fallout
a
trailer?
Minecraft
Oh no!
movie, and the
Oh no!
Fallout TV
Paige is going
series
to. Oh
broke
no!
records
Oh,
and
you
brought
can't
millions
show
of
the
players
ghoul.
into
Paige
the
will be
game.
mad at me.
We have more projects.
No,
in the
the
works
ghoul,
as
no!
gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed,
apparently
to the
Avowed
upcoming
sold
release
really
of the
well.
Outer Worlds 2 this October.
And you know what? Good for them.
Obsidian is always delivering great
Like
games.
Avowed
and they
seemed like a
have
really
third
like
game
8 out of 10
launching
game that
this
I'll get
year.
to later.
You'll get to go deeper on it in our direct.
But I'm glad that
until
Avowed
then,
got to
let's take a look.
keep Obsidian's lights on.
World premiere.
I would prefer a Pillars game, but I'm a big fucking nerd, so yeah. I'm a big nerd, you know.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast.
Wow, look at that legally distinct He-Man. Is this knockoff?
With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything.
Was he just riding that fucking monster's cock?
There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate
Okay,
a
you know what?
statue of
All
the
right,
4
yeah, you gotta
teenagers,
fucking
fast food
okay.
science
That's
robots
okay.
Burgle
Formerly
and
evil
Dr.
company
Tully
is a
when an
pretty fucking
explosion
funny
erupted.
tagline.
Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts.
That's pretty fucking funny. I like it.
You gotta keep them separated.
Oh, I see. It's a public park in the middle of the city. So now you can find dirty syringes. I heard Grounded also did very well. Though it is funny that Owlcat is now BioWare and Obsidian. Like, we just keep going through the cycle of people going, I wish people made fucking games like Baldur's Gate again. And then some new developer comes up and makes a bunch of fucking licensed D&D or Pathfinder games.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
Oh, there's that blooper.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual.
Hopefully this game runs better.
They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
They really turned it around on that side of the hill, didn't they? I messaged Paige and I said, I just texted her Skong. Paige has this to say. I did it. I brought about Silksong. She did it, guys. She actually did it.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
Why does the helmet have their Chronosusi out there? Oh, man. Oh, fuck, it's me not giving a shit. I gotta tell you, I loaded up Elder Scrolls Online, and wow, that is a bad new player experience. Just fucking bad. Having to text my wife very intensely about why the ghoul was on screen. But yeah, no, like I load up Elder Scrolls Online. I'm like, oh, this feels like shit. And the very first thing I was told by a friend of mine was, oh, you gotta download all these mods that make the controls usable. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Nuh-uh. There are ESO mods? Yeah, no, you can mod it however you want. Oh, fucking Worm Cult. Yeah, show Elder Scrolls, you fucking assholes. Dude, come on. It's the only game anyone cares about from Bethesda. It's literally the only fucking thing they get fucked up. And Fallout, yeah, but right now it's Elder Scrolls.
Made it! Made it!
Hold one to mission control. We're falling.
Is that lady who beat up Darth Vader? Her voice sounds familiar.
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now. Thomas.
No? Oh, okay.
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world to save mankind. And I'll always love you.
I might be racist? Oh, come on. Based off of that, I say way dumber things and you guys don't think I'm racist. People in this chat thought some guy from the fucking trailer for some bullshit was Yuri Lowenthal. No, people thought some guy in Lies of P was Yuri Lowenthal. It didn't seem anything like Yuri Lowenthal. What's up with the song shit, bro? They don't want anyone to see this? That's not even in the top 50 racist things that Bennett said this week. Listen, dude, shut up, bro. Why do you people keep trying to get me? I mean, chat.
Thomas, wherever you are, I'll find you.
You found him. He's right there.
Premiere.
Welcome to England, Mr. David.
Oh no!
Having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations. Much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand.
What the fuck?
A hotel famous across the land. Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the Grand.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his
Dude, I was about to say, look at this twink slut, and then he turned around and he had the little priest collar, and I was like, oh, that's doing it for someone.
They don't suspect a thing.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah, Kester. Yeah, I see you.
Wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wickerman your ass.
Paige just texted me out of nowhere. It's doing it for me.
And things are gonna start looking bad. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
Is that cat Satan? Oh no, British people. Dude, I love making fun of my Commonwealth cousins. It's the best. Americans, you're not allowed. You're not. You left the team. You didn't do it anyway? Oh, how American of you.
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
Wait,
she
what?
unlocked the heavenly spear. But is she worthy?
This looks like Age of Mythology, man. I thought it was gonna be like Smite, but then I was like, "There's they fired everybody at Smite. There's no one to make a trailer anymore." Was that a fucking Cthulhu ass fucking nation?
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
Yeah, okay. Game's pretty good. I can't even read your fucking Ever.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가?
Okay, we got
만약 이
Korea.
결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐.
Is this about taking out the secret cult that rules the Prime Minister?
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태.
Oh my god, he had like an eye like Sans Undertale. Yeah, that looked cool. But we'll see more of it later.
World premiere.
Paige is asking if we were likely to see Fallout. If Fallout was going to be shown anywhere, it'd be here. But I doubt it, because they're going to do an Outer Worlds presentation afterwards.
E ora olaiem loite fativi. Novo. Te kemaite mana. Muite unanite waeora. Dia novo tua libemo iwa lotaname. Ona otalima di efemo. Te onami.
I think this is a sequel, but I don't know what the first game is. Planet of Lana? Oh boy. Yeah, I've literally never heard of that game. It's weird. Well, it's kind of like Inside, yeah. I have no idea how long the show is. I assume it's 2 hours. Does anybody know how long it is? 45? Oh, it's almost done? 90? Oh, fuck you people. Everyone lie. Everyone lie every day. No one knows. Oh, hey, Paige. Hey, open up your eyeballs. Close your eyeballs.
Well, hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity. Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk.
They should have had the
waterway,
Gulgans do
from
this.
its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Paige says, quote, I love to fish. I have to play this
Bagging the big
for the
fish
report.
starts with finding the right tools for the job.
Paige might actually
There
become
are as
Fallout
many
76
unique
pilled.
combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails.
You guys want to see me kiss this dog? I'm going to do it. I love it.
Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just got to know where to look.
Where's the
Vault Life
Gulgans?
is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise.
Where's M.
A place
Bison,
to show off
aka
all
Doug
the
Ghoul?
bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
World premiere.
I like those. They've been pretty good today, I gotta be blunt. They've been pretty great. Summer Games Fest was a fucking shit pile compared to the Sony thing and this thing. Oh, it's a Dark Souls guy. I know that guy. I fought that guy. Oh, it's that thing that Alex is in. Now I'm gonna ask a really dumb question. I'm gonna need you guys to answer me, and I want it because this is based on ignorance. Is this as derivative of Sword Art Online but Korea as it looks? I'm getting a wide variety of answers, and that's cool. It's Korean Bleach? Man, that's not what I expected at all. I feel like I'm watching a massive amount of spoilers. I feel like I feel... I feel like I'm looking at spoilers. Paige calls it a goon-like. Oh yeah, for girls. Goon-likes for girls. Cindy and Dracon says, imagine if you took out all the interesting parts of SAO and it was just the part where Kirito's like, I'm built different and have two swords, but the whole show is like that. Does his like cousin have a huge fucking rack? It's not a sister, actually. It is his actual cousin. Sister, but yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So this is not Pal World. This is a different, not Pokemon. Wow. It's really funny because this doesn't look like a ripoff of Pokemon. This looks like a clean ripoff of Pal World, which is really fucking funny. Animo. Did that look fake to you? Something about that made it look fake.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro.
Oh my God!
I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen.
Paige was on a plane once with Tony Hawk and wouldn't say hi, and I'm so mad at her.
These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters.
I wanted her to go up to him
and you can enjoy it all
and
with
say,
your
"Hey,
friends
has
with
anyone
up to
ever
8
told you you
players
look
in
like Tony
multiplayer.
Hawk?"
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3
And she's like, "I don't want to do
July
that."
11th,
And I'm like,
a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
This was a long time ago. It is crazy how my inability to stream these games has completely killed any desire to play them at all. And that is a situation unique to like me and Wooly and everybody, you know, like crap, it's England again. Oh my god, it's a Ninja Turtle. Oh, weird. You know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. Doom Guy would do that. Yeah, that's true. He would do it.
World premiere.
Massive hoofbeats. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. I don't know what that is. Dialogue's not in English. Wow, that's animating like crazy, dog. Oh, I'm out. I saw a single fucking sword swing and I'm like, alright, I'm out. That sword swing looked very, very not good. Alright, that guy looks cool, though. Oh, okay, maybe. Oh, okay, hold on. Maybe I'm back in. There's cool shit happening. Fates and add fates and alright, yeah, okay. Okay, maybe I'll take a look at it. Oh, okay. This dog is dead ass asleep. I love him. Bro, I gotta ask, did they lose Gears of War 2 and 3? Like, did they lose that shit? Because they keep remaking 1.
Look who decided to show up.
Because I would like to play 3, please.
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Looks like they upgraded. Baby.
You know what they should do? They should say no host advantage should be part of the fucking...
Let's do this.
Fucking thing. That's what they should say.
This is gonna be awesome. Form up!
Yeah, that's cool. Where's 2 and 3, man? Remember Scourge and how he had a Jedi chainsaw sword thing? That guy was cool. You beat him too early.
World premiere.
Revival. When would that be? Do you think they put that out because they knew it leaked?
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us. And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we wanted. As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the boom, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is
I can't
always an
think of a
option.
single game I've ever played that I had a more negative first experience with than Sea of Thieves.
You are pirates after all.
Like, genuinely.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Like, I loaded into the town and then was just, like, actively attacked by shitheads, like, the entire time I played and couldn't even get off the island.
World premiere.
Hope you're not in a hurry because northbound is backed up all the way to 18th Street. And the southbound ain't looking much better.
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Are you one of them? You're here, but it's right.
Is that Homelander?
Not enough yet?
No, Dad, not even close.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Is this a fucking multiplayer game?
Your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you.
Is this another realm? Is this Injustice?
This is over.
Yeah, oh, might be.
All right, coming through.
Let's do this.
Gotcha. Need a hand?
Because this looks stiff as shit.
Yeah, you like this?
This looks super NetherRealm stiff.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
That looks like an X Factor attack. Give me a fucking Skybound. No, no. Oh, it's just Skybound. Oh. Interesting. What? For what? What? Huh? What? Oh, on the Xbox. Oh, okay. That was a little confusing there. Wow, that's pretty fucking delayed, bro. That's crazy. It's Clive.
I'm here to even the odds.
Hey, it's Clive. Hey.
Know your place, little lamb. There's no one to save you now.
Man, that is a game of high highs and low lows.
Flames are around, and they blood has run.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being, but she may yet be saved.
I feel like they're showing too much here. I feel like they showed significantly too much in that trailer.
World premiere.
Fucking final boss was in that fucking trailer. Is this Day of the Tentacle? Oh. Gross. That's a very interesting character. Huh. Oh, this looks cute. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, Caboose, what if I hold you like a little baby and then kiss on you?
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you
25
helped build
years of
and
second
make popular.
place at
We couldn't
best.
have done this without everyone
What a
who's been
history.
with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox
Wow, that's
Ally
really
handheld,
fucking big.
which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your
Does that thing
library
weigh
with
35
you
pounds?
anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our
Xbox
partners
controller
and our own
big
creative
continues.
teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
I hope this is a Elder Scrolls or a Fallout. That would make page break.
World premiere.
Is that a butterfly?
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you.
What the fuck is this?
Please, follow me.
I'm whelmed, guys.
You already know us as a global
I'm
tech
highly
leader.
whelmed out here.
Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
Oh, none of this is real.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason.
Are you serious?
Menendez.
I'd like to see a thread about how negative I am about the Call of Duty game they showed off and how bored I was. Cause that looked like dog shit, bro. Right up. Well, actually, it looked good until they said it was the Call of Duty. Where's my crybaby pussy thread? I guess we're doing this now. PC shows at noon.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing earlier this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2, which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was? There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me. I know what I'm doing.
That's a pretty good joke.
Come along on this journey with me.
That is a pretty good joke.
Let the killing commence.
I have to actually agree. Outer Worlds had some decent bones. It would be nice if they, fix the shitty parts.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1.
That's true.
It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more
that's
true
so
Obsidian
straightforward.
reactive RPG
Holy
than we were
shit.
the first time around.
That was like the most straightforward
We're going deeper and
pitch
more
I've ever
complex with everything
seen.
for the sequel.
Holy
Deeper
shit.
Story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are
The
affected
Invincible
by
game is
living
being
in a
made by the
dystopian
KI
corporate
devs? Oh, then
reality.
it might be hot.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it.
It might be hot then.
And so no matter what kind of play style that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits that impact things like combat, conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions, which are the part of the world where
Is
players
Obsidian
can use their
platinum for
specific skills,
RPGs?
perks, and
Yes.
backgrounds to solve problems in unique ways in our new, bigger worlds.
I really like that animation.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities.
I Am Trelly points out they one more thinged us with a game that releases every single year. Yes,
In the first
yes
Outer
they
Worlds,
did.
you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong.
You're an NCR Ranger in
You're gonna be
space,
one of
let's be
those.
honest.
But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really
Certain
cool options throughout the game as
opportunities
well.
are just accessible.
Of course, we brought back Dumb. So
They snuck in a Silk
so
Song
players
release
love
date
the
and a
Dumb
random
option.
off-screen trailer. Are you serious? What's the release date?
Do you believe in signs? Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventure spirit to good use.
You get like lots of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. Could
Well, they
be
said it would be
something as
available
simple
this
as
year
banging on a
when that
machine to get it to
Xbox
work.
thing is out. So now we need to know when that Xbox thing is out.
After you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing your skills. The skills themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character is doing in the game. That will be everything from playing stealthily to speccing for an explosive specialty.
Oh, I like that you can use explosives to open doors. That's been something that's been missing from these games since forever.
Throughout your entire
Actually
journey,
make
your
explosive
character
worth a
continues to
fucking
change
damn.
with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, it actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how
You
they're
hear the
checked
dog
inside the
snoring?
world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that.
I like
Okay,
steal.
great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets.
Oh, and it's not like a percentage chance. It's just you do it.
There's another perk called Heavy-Handed, right?
That's a
Where
good
say
version
you're a
of
melee
pickpocketing.
person. What this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it. We have this perk called Assassin. Now, this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually gonna get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
And then you eat them.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You have bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing?
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Later.
Claire?
Say later.
Yeah, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour.
An hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are gonna make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is gonna hear you.
That is a really good way to do that.
This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're gonna take a debuff for a while.
I'll never do it.
Well, we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them. We also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds.
I would never have that happen to me.
A scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors. Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island.
The bad knees thing is genuinely inventive. Like it's kind of
Not only
genius.
do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across. You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
I like that animation tells you when you're gonna get a stealth kill.
You can bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way. There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. Their companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the Vrees if we start tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit, I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in.
Wait, so this is a totally different colony than Outer Worlds 1?
Resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate.
Oh, they're just dropping that whole plot line. Holy shit.
How much freedom people will give up for
That's really
security and
fucking
luxury.
funny.
For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other.
Oh, that's the Star Trek episode.
The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation.
It's a good one. It's where Geordi discovers that warp travel is actually harming the fabric of space.
The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're gonna be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The uranium gas leaks at the
I feel like they're really confident in this, that they're basically telling us over and over that this is New Vegas 2. I'm getting a really genuine, good air of confidence.
But we sure like the idea of all those broken auto mechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute automech support drone that is basically Niles'
Oh,
helper.
I love him.
Her name is Val.
Oh, I love her.
Marisol's part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business
Is
to
she a
attend to with the player's help.
magician?
There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the Rifts.
I like her.
And in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous
I
tendencies.
like this violent woman.
At one time, Auntie's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things.
Oh, hey, Carlac.
Finally, there's Tristan. He's a protected arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers or show him what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby.
Wait, is that Sonic the Hedgehog?
It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets,
He's
huh?
right.
What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nut.
Sonic the Hedgehog's right.
The visuals of the first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony in space. The Outer Worlds 2 is driven by an invasion of the Arcadia colony system by Auntie's Choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a World War I-like setting.
You guys hear this, by the way? Oh, he stopped doing
in
it.
In the World War I setting, war comes with propaganda.
He was snoring before.
The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. Auntie's Choice uses it to help their bottom line.
Oh.
The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under protectorate control, but has recently been taken over by Auntie's Choice. They don't just occupy the town, they rebrand it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Auntie and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players.
I still think Spacer's Choice has maybe my favorite slogan of anything ever.
Was making sure everything is clear and
not the best
recognizable
choice.
from the player standpoint.
It's the Spacer's
We want to make
choice.
sure each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or religious structures. And then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle, and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. The RPG elements were the start, but that's touched our story, our art, and especially our gameplay. A good sequel is true to the original. That's first and foremost, right? Like, we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought, we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good? Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize
This is
the
just
fact
the dentist
that the
system.
people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C? O. Optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay?
Bushido says Outer Worlds 2 is $80 on Steam.
Okay.
Comes out in September, right? Just wait like 2
Mobilize
months for
the
the Steam
players so
sale,
they're
it'll be
ready for that
30% off.
Sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it.
Like literally,
Sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, you gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us, huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love.
I love my wife.
Are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. T, toi. In French,
fuck off.
That means two.
No.
Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For the Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of
gunplay
each
was
weapon,
fucking terrible
the way a weapon
in
snaps
Outer
into
Worlds
ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy.
Felt like shit.
To things like how a unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased the variety of weapons by including new weapon types,
I would like
but also through a host of
to
fun and
shoot
unique
ballistics,
weaponry.
please.
We have things like the Bourse Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades.
Dude, what?
Or can even be eaten by the player for additional health. We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game. And every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup. We have a really fun weapon called the pop-up gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage.
Oh, that's just mean.
New to the Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly. And of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
Good old Duke Nukem 3D
The
gun.
Shrink Ray. That was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game. But we improved it though, so instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk. And we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them. So we made sure to double down on that stuff.
In addition to things like our returning favorites, we also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed.
Oh.
And we have another one that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do. One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
That's a BFG, man.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player.
I like
from a science
Gary.
Perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There's some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like. One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to life.
So I got pissing.
And we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people
That is
to be
pretty
playing our
crazy,
games.
actually.
It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down.
Am I gonna watch
We hope you all
the
continue to come
DS2
along
thing
with us as
today?
we do what we do best, make your
The
world
fucking
your way.
what? No, we're watching the PC game thing in about 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna take a break for a couple days. 'Cause I'm fucking tired, though. PC game things in 1.5 hours? I thought it started at noon.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox.
I thought it starts at noon.
You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you could take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this.
Who needs that much toast?
You ever play bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any of us alive
you'll send me a
at any
code.
time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here
Then
is
I
done.
can complain
It's time for the
more
Grounded 2
accurately.
portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team.
Okay, guys.
And big exit?
Pat's gonna go piss now. I'm gonna go piss now. And then we'll be back and we'll get ready for the PC show. Okay? Okay, bye-bye now.